Lagertha's hair has evolved quite a bit since season 1. Here are some of her earliest looks. And as promised, here's the tutorial that I promised you. Season 1 basic braids for Lagertha are the best place to start if you have not been braiding Viking style braids for a while. Now Lagertha has the same basic form to all her hairstyles, the 3 panels that I'm showing you now. There is a side panel on each side, that's 2, and then the top panel for 3. If you'd like to see how I did my makeup, that tutorial was posted earlier, and I will put the link at the end of this video. So I am starting with a French braid right here, and you see how very fine of sections that I have taken to start the braid. Very, very fine here, and I'm going to continue taking as small of pieces as I possibly can, because this is supposed to be as detailed as possible. Lagertha started off with 1 braid on each panel, and later on she has split those into 2. Doing 2 rather than 1 on each side really does not take that much more time, so if you feel up to it, you can do 2. But here I'm just going to show you the 1. I really enjoy doing Viking hairstyles. You can always find one that suits your head shape. And these ones that Lagertha does go very well with my face shape. Now I'm curving the braid slightly downwards at the end because it's going to fall downwards. And I want to pull each section very tight so I don't have a strand bubbling out after I'm done. So that's a great rule of thumb. Whenever you're braiding, pull your braid in the direction that you want it to lie when you're done. We're going to go all the way to the end and secure with an elastic. Now repeat the same process on the other side. You can see that I've moistened my hair. That really tames those little flyaways and pulls them into the braid. Now that both sides have been done, we're going to address the top section. I'm going to be splitting this top section, or top panel, into 2 pieces. 1 smaller braid to go straight across the back, and then the main braid will go back at a slight angle opposed to the braid in the back. And you'll see what I mean in a second. So the front half, I'm going to clip out of the way, and I've already clipped the back hair that I'm not using out of the way behind me, because I really do not want this getting mixed up in the other sections. So again, we're going to do a French braid, not quite as detailed as the ones on the side, but detailed enough so you can still tell in the small little area just at the crown of your head that it is a French braid. Make sure to pull the braid slightly back as you braid down so it falls behind your ear instead of drooping forward towards your face. I'm trying to get a good angle here so you can see it better. And braid all the way down, and again secure with an elastic. If you look closely, there's a little piece of hair that I've left out from that top braid hanging behind my ear. That is going to be our anchor for this top braid. Again, we're going to do a French braid, a little bit bigger sections than we have been doing. We're going to go back at an angle. See, there's that anchor. So that's the angle I'm trying to show you there that we're going to go back at. So just off center, we'll grab a section and turn that into our first 3 strands. A wonderful thing about this television series is it does try to be as historically accurate as possible, which is why it's found its home on the History Channel. So here I'm showing you the technique that I'm braiding. I'm holding the hair straight up rather than back. That'll create a little extra volume for you. Now, with each season, the braids on Lagertha became more elaborate and especially taller and more voluminous. This is reflective of the history of both the Vikings and the Celtic warriors, as they would make themselves as fierce looking as possible before going into battle. This included adding height by pointed helmets, helms with large plumes of horsehair, etc. And if you'd like to know more about that, I've put a website below so you can see more historically accurate facts about the Vikings. Now, if there is a little teeny piece sticking out, like there was on mine, a little extra bump, you can easily secure that with a bobby pin and hide that into the braid. Here I have a piece of aluminum foil, and I'm going to be making a hair bead out of it, a fake hair bead, because I don't have any, and I'm a great believer in using what you have around the house. I'm going to roll it around my makeup brush here to make sure I have the same width all the way around. Now, on the television series, the hairstylist would tease the end of the braids to get them to stay. That is incredibly damaging to my hair, and so I am not going to suggest that you do that. So here, just wrap it around your hair elastic and crimp it with your fingers into place, and you have your own hair beads. I really hope you enjoyed this hairstyle. I will be doing many more Viking hairstyles to come, so please subscribe so you don't miss any. Enjoy the new season coming up and have a wonderful week. Thank you so much for watching.